The year is 2000.
No, it was definitely 1999.
No, it's definitely 2000.
What?
Spring to be exact. Michigan State wins the NCAA tournament.
And you can leave it to Cleves. He's running out onto the floor.
Survivor and Big Brother make their back-to-back premiere on CBS.
Are you watching the #1 show in America?
Yeah, baby.
All New Survivor, CBS Wednesday.
Leo takes off for Thailand. We really learned to say her name.
Say my name, say my name.
And KFC releases the Triple Crunch Zinger.
Get ready, here comes the biggest, boldest player of the Colonel sandwich lineup.
My spicy triple crunch zinger.
Not one, not two, but 3 big strips of white meat chicken. This baby's huge.
Booyah!
Then add the spice, the Colonel's secret Zinger sauce. Wow! You want taste? It's huge too. Is this the biggest, boldest chicken sandwich out there? Find out. Try the spicy triple crunch Zinger today for just $1.99. And do chicken right.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Retro Pop Planet and welcome back to another episode of Discontinued Foods, the series where I try to bring back discontinued foods from fast food restaurants, fast casual chains, you know, basically the stuff that we miss and we wish that they would bring back. The reason this particular video came about is I was doing research for a video months ago when I went to go see the release of the movie Twisters. Really great, fun movie, and it was a really great homage to the original in the mid-1990s. And I was looking around to see if they did any sort of Twister promotional fast food promotions. And believe it or not, I couldn't find really anything, which was pretty surprising. But the one item that kept coming up was a KFC Twister from the early 2000s. There's a bunch of Reddit threads dedicated to this particular fast food item. However, there was an item which I thought was 1999 or 98, somewhere around there, which I got a lot. And I knew it was a chicken sandwich. I knew it was chicken tenders. I couldn't remember the name of this thing. I remember there was a spicy one and maybe 3 other different kinds. Again, it was just completely stumping me. Until one day I stumbled across a commercial for KFC Triple Crunch. This was not the promotion that I actually remembered. And it just goes to show how, even though I have a pretty good memory, over time things kind of get jumbled up in my old head, and I just completely lost track of the fact that this was actually a promotional item for the 2000 college basketball tourney. Even though I remember getting this particular item most of the summer of 2000, I guess it went away in a lot of markets and it never came back until KFC released their chicken sandwich sometime in the early 2000s. So once I reconnected with this food item, I decided I wanted to try to remake it here on the channel. Luckily, there actually is a Reddit thread to the Zinger sauce, which is the particular sandwich that I got all the time. And KFC actually had 5 different sandwiches in this lineup. I remember trying around with a few of the different other ones, but the Zinger is the one that I always came back to. Now, I was in college when this one came out, and if you've seen any of my Virginia Tech videos, this was actually at the KFC, which was right next to McAdoo's. I believe it is no longer there.
Let's dive a little deeper. The restaurant was located at 830 University Boulevard in Blacksburg, Virginia, directly across the street from University Mall. Here's an historic aerial from the year 2000 when I attended. It's a fuzzy photo, so let's go to 2009. It's clearly a remodeled KFC, but then 2011, just 2 years later, it's completely abandoned. Did this building catch on fire? In the next year, the building was torn down and a Kroger gas station was built. The old Kroger is across the street, so I guess this makes sense. It appears to still be a Kroger fueling station.
But my old roommate and I, we used to go to this KFC, not all the time, but when this promotional item came out, I got it a fair amount. And the other big thing that they had with the wedges, the potato wedges, were awesome. They discontinued them, and I hear as of March of 2025, they're actually using them in a test market down somewhere in Florida. So hopefully they're gonna be coming back. And my roommate and I would go a fair amount, and a girl I was dating at the time, she actually liked KFC, so everybody would humor me for going to get this sandwich. I had a meal plan on campus, so this wasn't something I got all the time, maybe once on a weekend when I didn't feel like eating at the dining hall. And then it just kind of disappeared and I forgot about it. I don't know where it is in your region of the country or in the world, but where I live in Northern Virginia, there is an obsession. The new fad is Nashville style hot chicken. I like spice, I don't mind spicy food, but it's almost like a contest for these different fast food chains that are bringing up to sort of blow the roof off of your mouth. And sometimes I find that it's a bit of an unpleasant experience. You can't get through a full meal without having to drink like 3 quarts of water just to calm all that fire. It's like they're trying to out Scoville each other. So several weeks ago in the lead up to this episode, I decided to go to a KFC. Now this KFC is unique in that when I was in high school in the early 90s, this actually was the very first Taco Bell that I had ever been to. And this was a standalone Taco Bell that my friends and I would go to. Somewhere in the mid 2000s, I think, they turned this into a KFC Taco Bell, completely remodeled the restaurant, and it's been remodeled once or twice since, most recently during the pandemic. It's not a place I normally go because honestly, KFC fried chicken is not my go-to fried chicken in the area. I've mentioned it before on the channel, that would be Roy Rogers or Popeyes. And the KFC that we went to at Virginia Tech also had a buffet on Sunday. If you remember, KFC actually used to, depending on the location, they would actually have an all-you-can-eat buffet with a wide variety of different foods on the menu. So I went to this KFC to see what their modern spicy chicken sandwich is, and on first bite, it actually was pretty close to the Zinger, but then I waited about 2 minutes and boy, it started heating up in my mouth. I mean, it's pretty spicy, and it's more comparable, I think, to like one of those Nashville chickens. But back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we had spicy food, but it wasn't near like what we have today. I think the biggest challenge with this sandwich is actually gonna be all of the different ingredients for the Zinger sauce. So let's get out there and get our ingredients.
As it turned out, I had most of the ingredients at home with the exception of lettuce. Butter lettuce looks nicer when filming. 1 juicy tomato. Cayenne pepper. Split top burger rolls, which will doctor up. Wedge fries. These are Safeway brand and at least look the part. While the potato wedges are in the oven, I'll prepare the Zinger sauce. Here are all of the ingredients. I forgot the onion powder, so had to grind my own. I'll leave the full recipe below. Mayo, yellow mustard, ketchup, hot sauce. This is Tabasco, cayenne, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, white vinegar, sugar, and salt and pepper to taste. I mixed that up and put it into a squeeze bottle. The KFC buns were split top dusted with cornmeal. I'll butter the tops of mine, sprinkle cornmeal, and pop in the toaster for a few minutes. Assembly is straightforward. Add 3 chicken tenders that I purchased from the KFC drive-thru, 1 slice of tomato, lettuce, and get funky with the Zinger sauce.
Get ready, here comes the biggest, boldest player of the Colonel sandwich lineup.
My spicy triple crunch zinger.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 big strips of white meat chicken. This baby's huge.
Booyah!
Then add the spice, the Colonel's secret Zinger sauce. Wow! You want taste? It's huge too. Is this the biggest, boldest chicken sandwich out there? Find out. Try the spicy triple crunch zinger today for just $1.99. And do chicken right.
I do at least have one item from 2000. This was from January 2000. I actually wore this to the national championship game. Rest in peace. Let's get into this sandwich because I am hungry. And I'm gonna start with these potato wedges. These are just Safeway, the grocery store, their own version of seasoned potato wedges, and I'm just gonna dip them in some ketchup. I wasn't expecting them to be like KFC, but they're fairly close. They're a pretty good approximation. Now, the sandwich is just as messy as I remembered, so I had to wrap it in some foil. And I cut it up for some of my preview shots so you can see the cross section. So I'm gonna try to eat this the best way I can. See, it's already falling apart on me. I tell you what, that Zinger sauce is pretty close, and I got that from a former employee of KFC. This would have come to the restaurant already prepackaged. So I guess he wrote down the ingredients. In the Reddit thread, he said he actually tried remaking this a couple times back then. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a win. But the other thing that is insane about this item is 3 chicken tenders from KFC cost me $10. This is probably one of the most expensive things I've made in this series on this channel. I don't know if they would even bring this back. This would probably be like a $15 combo. And the original price was $1.99, so you do the math on that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe and check out the playlist here for the entire series of discontinued foods. This is one I'm really enjoying working on. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.